My name's Mike Reynolds from Model Air, and we're a small unit that supports Shuttleworth with its endeavours to promote aviation, and we deal with the modelling side of it. So 3 times a year we have weekend flyings here with control line and free flight and radio control, and it's a flying for people to come and chat and fly their models. We also have some trade here, and even beginners come here to find out how they start with model flying, and they meet members of the trade. They can buy their models often at great discount, and as you hear behind me, there are many opportunities to actually come and learn to fly in all 3 aspects.
The role of the flight line director is to control the flying side of the show. We're flying in front of a paying public, and so we have to be very careful. There's very stringent safety precautions we have to take to safeguard the crowd, which means effectively there's a clear delineation between the crowd on one side of the fence and the pilots on the other. That's the first basic one. Similarly, depending on the wind direction and strength, we have to control how the aircraft are flown to keep the separation and maintain an element of enjoyment at the same time.
She's powered by 4 electric motors, and she's got a wingspan of 8 inches, and she flies like a dream. She's a pleasure to fly, she's a pleasure to own.
Oh, this one's about a year old now. The forerunner for this, which we sold, it's about 3 years old on about 400 flights. Wingspan of 106 inches. It's 1/12 scale, meaning 12 times smaller than the full size, and powered by 4 2.5cc engines.
You get a buzz. You want to fly World War II fighters because they look great and everything else, but above and beyond that you can fly biplanes, and there's jet turbines and helicopters. I've not got into helicopters yet, they're a bit expensive.
We've been reenacting the Battle of Midway and the Japanese attack on Midway Island in the Pacific Ocean around about 1942. This is the Nakajima B-6N, which was the mainstay of the Japanese torpedo force. Underneath it would carry a big torpedo, and it would be ranged against battleships and usually a marine target, but they could convert it to drop normal bombs. This is a typical American fighter, which is a Grumman F5, or it was called a Hellcat. Very big, very powerful. And it's not a bad representation of the real life thing. I know we've been on a Pacific theme, but this is a fine example of a Battle of Britain Hurricane, as run by the RAF. And I don't know what the squadron code is, but this is interesting. This isn't a petrol engine, this is an electric engine model.
This model I've got here is a free flight model. It's one of the simple models. It's built of balsa wood, and it's powered by a rubber motor, right? Very simple and straightforward, and once launched it flies itself. There is no control over it.
The Shuttleworth collection is a magic place, literally, and I want to keep model flying here, and it's organising shows like this that keep model flying at Old Warden, which we say is the birthplace of British aviation.